Hi everybody, it's Bianca. I've been seeing quite a few posts and discussions about religion, God, and Jesus. And although I don't necessarily participate in these discussions, just my own personal preference, I started thinking about how it related to me and my path. So I had started doodling and I wanted to share that with you. Let me turn this around. Apologize for this. Now, I have here quite a bit of information, but what I wanted to do was step it through. I've actually enumerated it. So my first thing was, I was asking myself, what is energy? What is E equals MC squared? I had posted this on my page today, and although there were quite a few people that were very helpful with their descriptions, I just didn't quite understand it. So I was putting my own definition to energy based on what I know. So as far as my own words, energy has a goal. It knows what to do. Energy has a process. It's capable of doing so. It's capable of doing what it knows what to do. And it has a location. It's everywhere. So my own words, this is what energy is. Now, bringing this into religion, my definition of what religious texts are is that they're biological, physiological, emotional, sexual, spiritual metaphors for the human experience. Next, tying this into energy is God. What is my definition of God based on the religious text that I have read in my past? And that would be that God is omniscient, all-knowing, omnipotent, all-powerful, omnipresent, all space. And thinking of these three words, these three descriptions of God, they were pretty much what I had defined energy as. So omniscient, knows what to do, all-knowing. Omnipotent, which is all-powerful, capable of doing so. And omnipresent, all space, it's everywhere. So let's just think of this as, for this purpose, just that they are one and the same. Now, let me jump into this little doodle here. Here is God. So based on what our understanding is, this is God right here. God produced Jesus. Jesus is the Son of Man. Man in this definition being God. So God produced Jesus. Jesus ascended into Christ consciousness and realized the realization of truth coming back into God. So my understanding of ascension is this pattern right here, this loop. Now, Jesus being the Son of Man, we are human. Hugh being a visual representation, a light representation of man. So when I think of the word human, we are a visual representation of man, and in this case, man is God. So we are the light representation of God. Now, taking this back here, I apologize if it's a little shaky, number 6. So after what we've just gone over, if God is energy and God is Jesus, because God is Jesus going through this process, Jesus going through this process, realizing God. If God is energy and God is Jesus, then Jesus is light. Jesus being the visual light representation of man, man being God. So let me bring this, after this realization of if Jesus is light, well, if Jesus is light and we, let's say me, if Jesus is light and I am light, then that must mean that I am Jesus. And that's a big statement. So let me just go into what I drew out here, which kind of, to me personally, backs it up for me. Here's the ascension. Here's the crucifixion. And here is a representation of the Kundalini. You have Ida and Pingala, which could also be looked at as the good thief and the bad thief when Christ was crucified on the cross. Yin and Yang, good and evil. 33, Christ ascended. He died at 33, according to the Bible. And there's 33 steps here, 33 vertebrae on your spine. When you reach this spot here, the cross, the crucifix, Ida and Pingala cross right here at the base of your neck. There basically is a crucifixion right here before ascending. So is ascension Kundalini?